Hello there. So, months ago, I posted a video of me pulling the Master Torch from the pedestal, and I recently realized I'd never made a video explaining that. My bad. This isn't limited only to the torch. You can pull any weapon during this cutscene. Swords, axes, and even the fabled Master Boner. And as a bonus, because it took me 8 months to realize that I didn't make this video, I'll even show you how to put anything into the pedestal as well. So let's get started. There are a few prerequisites to performing this glitch. The Master Sword has to still be in the pedestal. You cannot have the Master Sword already. You cannot have completed Eventide Island. You need the travel medallion, though this is optional, but it's the method that I'm going to be covering. You need 40 rupees, and a weapon that you want to pull/put into the Master Sword. Pedestal. I don't know why I paused. Alright, now before we begin, here's a very, very important disclaimer. Do not manually save after doing this. If you do, there's a really good chance you'll delete the Master Sword forever. Firstly, we're going to set down our travel medallion on this very, very inconspicuous rock right here next to Eventide for no real particular reason. Like many glitches in this game, this one starts out with getting moon jumps. So grab yourself a 5-speed horse, start the horseback archery minigame, conveniently located somewhere in Hyrule. Okay, it's right there. Zoom up this little hill here, hop off this cliff onto a Lydle, and boom! Moon jumps. Okay, you can actually just go up this other little hill to this happy little bush, wait till about 11 seconds are left, float down onto a horse, and end the minigame without taming the horse. You know, if you're a peasant. End the minigame and warp over to the travel medallion. Congratulations, the game is now all kinds of broken, and you have moon jumps active. As an added bonus, whenever you void out, fall in lava, drown, you will respawn at these coordinates. Remember, don't do drugs. Do wrong warps. And now that all of that magic is set up, we're going to head up to East Akala Stables next to Robbie's lab, and we're going to start the minigame to light this torch here with blue fire. And after you've started, run over to some water and forget how to swim. And because of all those wrong warp shenanigans we set up earlier, you're going to respawn right next to Eventide. Now, go ahead and equip the weapon that you want to pull from the Master Sword Pedestal later on. Now hop onto Eventide and start the trial, and now he'll take away all your stuff, and now you just have to hang out until the minigame is over. And once it is over, the NPC will pull you back to her, make fun of you for failing the minigame, and then we're on about our business. And long story short, you now have a glitch called Eventide Storage. And if you get the prompt to return back to the island because you tried to leave, just say you'll never give up, and once you're back on the island, you can safely warp away. If you're curious as to why this works the way it does, and some interesting things you can do with this glitch, click the card somewhere up there. And if there's no card up there, then I just haven't made the video yet. Now let's warp up to the Korok Forest, and proceed to the Master Sword Pedestal and obtain the Master Sword. You can steal it or pull it, it doesn't matter which. And then warp back to the shrine, and that'll start the Trial of the Sword quest. Head on over to the pedestal, and enter the Trial of the Sword Beginner Trials. Say goodbye to the Master Sword, as it is gone forever if you pulled it. I did warn you. And from here, complete the trials. Either legit or clip out. I don't care, I'm not your dad. Probably. And now the moment of truth. After pulling the sword at the end of the trial, the game goes through a couple of steps. It returns your inventory, which we lost back on Eventide. It attempts to equip the Master Sword, which we don't have. It upgrades the Master Sword, which again we don't have. And then it finally plays the cutscene at the end. It goes through these steps to perform the illusion of pulling the Master Sword back out of the pedestal because it was never actually in the pedestal again in the first place. And because we don't actually have a Master Sword, we still have our previous weapon equipped. And Just like that, we get a silly little cutscene. And we've in the process basically assured Ganon's victory by destroying the Master Sword for good. Oh wait, that's bad. Now, inserting something into the pedestal is a whole lot easier and a whole lot faster. You just need the Master Sword, a weapon to put into the pedestal, a shock arrow, and 5+ multi-shot bows. First, we just need to get the Master Sword and start the Trial of the Sword quest, and then equip the weapon you want to insert into the pedestal. And now it's time to overload some things. Alright, we're going to equip a shock arrow and a bow. Pull out the bow, open the menu and drop to your equipped bow, and equip a new one. Unpause and repeat until things get weird. Head over to the melee weapons and equip something else. You will notice, even though you equipped a new weapon, you still have the old one equipped in the overworld. Menu overload has many more useful applications, but instead we're going to do something stupid with it. Head over to the pedestal and hit place to place your weapon into the pedestal. And because the game has trouble swapping weapons due to the overload, we insert our current weapon into the pedestal instead of the Master Sword. And with that done and away with, reload a save because you just threw down a whole bunch of really good multi-shot bows. And, well, that's it. Now you can do dumb things with the pedestal for the lulz. And until next time, everyone, see you good later.